I suggest you listen carefully because there's a lot of instructions I'll be giving here, and you'll need them to deal with the issues that come up, and you're going to have great time after the conferring to mix and to reminisce and meet back with the classes. My name is Noel Barry and I'm chair of this conferring ceremony. I'll be giving you some advice and whatever here. The ceremony today is available on the World Wide Web. So if you now wish to send a text message to a friend or a family member, please do so now. And tell them that it's at www.cit.ie/live, cit.ie/live, so that your family or friends can see you going up here getting your parchment, if you wish. After you've done that, please put your phone on silent, okay? Now, safety matters. In the interest of safety, please be aware of the nearest exit to you. And there's one in each corner of the room. That's called the A one, the B, the C, and the D here, which is where our graduates came in. So if you now look up at the pillars above you, you'll actually see the letter and giving the exit that you should use in case we have an evacuation, which is highly unlikely. Do not attempt to re-enter the building unless advised to do so by the safety response team. Please keep aisles and passageways clear of belongings during the conferring. You don't want to trip over anything. Also, if anybody needs assistance during the ceremony, please let the stewards know, and we will endeavour to assist. And especially graduates, if any of you have a crutch or something like that, or one hand in a sling or something like that, please let us know. Or if you need assistance going up and down from the stage here, please let us know as we can deal with that. Just leave a steward know, or indeed myself, and I'll be down here. At the commencement of the ceremony, the academic procession will process up the centre aisle here, and I will ask you to stand. The members of the academic procession then will come up to the platform here, and then you will sit down, and I will do that for you, So it's quite easy. Today's ceremony will be chaired by Mr. Gerard O'Donovan, head of the Faculty of Business and Humanities. Shortly after the commencement of the conferring ceremony, the President will deliver a short introduction, empowering himself to make awards. When he has finished that introduction, I will require each of the conferees, that's yourselves, as directed by the steward, to proceed to the platform. I will ask all the conferees to vacate their seats as quietly as possible. Please stay in the order in which you are seated, as parchments are in that order. When you approach the platform, please remain at the bottom of the steps until your head of school announces your name. Then you proceed up the steps to the platform, to the President, to receive your parchment. Now, in the unlikely event that you are given the wrong parchment, please do not panic. Ask your course coordinator to sort this out after the conferring has concluded. And it's an unlikely event. You will return to your seat down this platform here, and you will be directed by the stewards how to actually go back to your seat there then. And just go straight in as quietly as you can. Just watch your gowns that you don't get them caught here going up, a flaring out gown or something like that. And be just careful on your footgear coming up the ramp and going down the ramp, and indeed on the floor generally also. Photographs are taken over here on my left by Barry's photography. So when you arrive to the President to receive your parchment, pause for a moment and look towards the photographer there, and your photograph will be taken for you. We're now going to do a very small rehearsal, so I'm going to ask Lisa and Rachel, please, to come here and just stand at the bottom down here. No need to clap yet, I'll explain everything. Their names will be called by their head of department. So the first name is Miss Lisa. And Miss Rachel. So now you see they were right at the bottom of the steps with one foot ready on the ramp to come up, which is the perfect way. And they looked towards the camera and all that, and they got their photographs taken. Now, clapping. Regarding clapping, we do not clap each individual. We'll be here forever. Sorry about that now, but we clap the classes instead at the end. And it makes far more sense and all that. And it gives a better flow and all that to it. Because it would be a lot of involved otherwise. As in all occasions, there will be a few speeches. When the ceremony ends, the academic procession will then leave the auditorium. I will ask you to rise, and once that's done, you will then sit down again for a few moments, just to give you a few other final instructions at the very, very end. Very little. At that stage, the graduates will go in this direction over here into the photography to get your class photograph. So stay together at the end, particularly, so that you get your class photograph. Our guests leave by the door down there, which is door B, and you all meet together outside on the south of this building here, where the photography is and all that. And you can go off to the reception, or you can go and queue for the photography, or do whichever one suits you to do first, The photography will be available right through the reception time and after also. The photography is in the James Barry studio, and you exit into the D wing when you're finished with that and go down the main corridor to the reception. Once the reception is over, please exit the campus by the westerly side onto the southerly side and then onto Rossa Avenue. Just like as if you're going around in a circle. You probably came in from the Melbourne Road, just go out the other way there. It just makes, for the next conferring coming in, that there's no congestion then created or anything like that at the roundabout down below. Is that okay? Now, I'm going to check now to see what stage is the procession ready to come in. And once I get the nods up that they're all ready, we're ready to proceed. I'm just having a little look out there now, and I don't see anybody yet to give me the nod that the procession is ready. So would you just again check your mobile phones to make sure they're turned off? We don't want anybody getting a phone call while they're going up the ramp here or anything like that. And don't forget, if you need assistance with anything, the stewards are here to help. I'm here to help at the bottom down here also. And we can do various options if you can't go up a ramp or anything of that nature. Now, we're just waiting on the procession, and they'll be along very, very shortly. Our guests, as I say, exit by the door down here, and you meet up with your son or daughter or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever on the other side of the gym. They go into the gym to have their group photographs done, and then they exit. And I'm just waiting to get the nod there now from someone, and I believe it's all there. So would you please stand as the academic procession is about to enter the auditorium? Thank you. I call on Mr. Gerald O'Donovan, Head of the Faculty of Business and Humanities, to commence this conferring ceremony.
Graduates of CIT, members of a governing body, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this meeting at which awards of Cork Institute of Technology and the Quality and Qualifications Ireland, QQI, will be conferred on students of this institute. Our guests on the front platform are, on my immediate left, Dr. Margaret Lenihan, Head of the School of Humanities, CIT. On my immediate right, Dr. Brendan Murphy, President of CIT. And on my far right, Dr. Barry O'Connor, Registrar and Vice President for Academic Affairs, CIT. Our guests on the rear platform are members of the governing body and members of the academic staff of CIT. I call upon Dr. Brendan Murphy, the President of the Institute, to confer awards on behalf of the Quality and Qualifications Ireland on the learners of this institute, presented by the Institute for that purpose.
And just to explain to people, graduates are conferred both in Irish and English. Har ceann Yarravu gálaíochta agus gálaíochta éireann, brunam dá bhachtaí an túdarás fálamóí na Institute, agus éireann go gurfar na fálamóí sinna láthair gona bar a Herbert Dove go formú. On behalf of the Quality and Qualifications Authority of Ireland, I hereby confer the awards of the authority on the learners of the Institute, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
I call upon Dr. Margaret Lenihan, Head of the School of Humanities, to commence the conferring in her school.
The School of Humanities consists of the Department of Applied Social Studies, the Department of Sport, Leisure and Childhood Studies, and the Department of Tourism and Hospitality. I call upon Dr. Noel Murray, Head of Department of Tourism and Hospitality, to present the candidates from his department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in this department. Advanced Certificate in Professional Cookery, QQI Award. Master of Business Research. Bachelor of Business Honours in Hospitality Management. Bachelor of Business Honours in Tourism. Bachelor of Business in Tourism. Bachelor of Business in Bar Management. Bachelor of Business in Culinary Arts. Bachelor of Business in Hospitality Management. Higher Certificate in Arts in Hospitality Studies. Higher Certificate in Arts in Culinary Studies.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed a programme in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the QQI Award of Advanced Certificate in Professional Cookery, and I would request you to present their parchments to them. David Ballantyne, in absentia. Mariola Brzeziska. Colin Michael Cahalan. Jonathan Carl, in absentia. Alan Chung. Fiona Coleman. Dennis John Joseph Daly. Dominic Dempsey, in absentia. Matthias Dezinza, in absentia. Patrick Carl Garwoski, in absentia. Eilish Hilary Hennessy, in absentia. Rebecca Hetherington. Edmund Howard. Ula Huez. Thomas Kazarowski, Donna Kelly, Mark McGuire, Ross David Medcalf, Deirdre O'Donovan, Fiona Ray, Matthias Antoni Sinsler, Roy Jonathan Toomey, Erminus Viscanus in absentia, Paulina Wolska, Would the graduates of the award of Advanced Certificate in Professional Cookery please stand to receive their ovation?
This concludes this part of the meeting for the purpose of conferring the Quality and Qualifications Ireland Award of Advanced Certificate in Professional Cookery in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality. We now proceed to the conferring of Cork Institute of Technology Awards. I call upon Dr. Brendan Murphy, President of the Institute, to confer awards on the learners presented by the Institute for that purpose.
Our Ceanna Institute, agus a Harvan Tudarás a harm lector iri, rare alt quigatre, doctum galiacti agus yarvu galiacta gavi lisadoyog. Brunham da vactani ar faulamori na Institute, taught an Kaidan, and a Guinea and Tudra Shinabintamak, agus Iram Gurfer na faulamori Shinamalar, Conapara a Herbertov Gurformul. On behalf of the Institute, and by virtue of the authority delegated to it under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Act 2012, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the Institute who have achieved the standard determined by the authority for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
I call upon Dr. Noel Murray, Head of Department of Tourism and Hospitality, to present the candidates from his department.
President, I present to you the following candidate who has successfully completed a research programme in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who is worthy of the award of Master of Business, and I would request you to present her parchment to her. Keelan Cathy Tobin. Would the graduate of the award of Master of Business please stand to receive her ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Hospitality Management, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Sinead Margaret Corbett. Owen Michael Curtin. Sarah Noreen Dean in absentia. Katrina Mary Foley. Gillian Patricia Griffin in absentia. Patricia Evelyn Kelly in absentia. Katie Marie Leonard. Natasha McCarthy in absentia. Brian Michael McNamara in absentia. Alva Maria Motherway. Dara Anthony O'Driscoll. Killian Patrick O'Leary in absentia. Danielle O'Sullivan in absentia. Maria Ann Ryan in absentia. John Joseph Edward Sheridan in absentia. Aoife Catherine Vickers in absentia. Thomas Owen Walsh. Stephen White in absentia. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Hospitality Management please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Tourism, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Agna Kirkacha in absentia. Sandra Krakushka. Adrian Lynch in absentia. Stephanie Denise McGovern in absentia. Monica Moisk. Aisling Marie Quill. Janelle Marie Tobin. Vanderlea Viana Ramos. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Tourism please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Tourism, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Kirsten Leanne Amon. Camilla Benorate. Holly Besso Onion. Sarah Patricia Condon. Hande Dogan. Emma Olivia Hobart Dorman. James Flynn. Tara Hickey. Susan Lydon in absentia. Kenza Marchot in absentia. Louise Frances Ellen McCarthy. Daniel Michael Ulton Macaulay. Dara Leanne MacDonald. Luke Philip Miller in absentia. Connor James Murphy in absentia. Cleena Miriam O'Connell. Aoife Maria O'Connor. Michelle Margaret O'Sullivan. Julia Kristen Rennig in absentia. Niamh Patricia Sheehan. Kate Marie Williams. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business Tourism please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Bar Management, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Damien Buksek. Patrick Joseph Collins in absentia. Sean Mannix. Billy Rose McCusker. Heather Smee. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business in Bar Management please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Culinary Arts, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. John Paul Burchell. Claire Ann Crowley. Michaela Elizabeth Dalton. Joseph Dowling. Craig Michael Doyle. Deirdre Helen Feeney. Siobhan Sarah Feary. Shannon Noel Teresa Hennessy. Richard Kevin Hurley. Michael Jones. Barry Gerald Joyce. Orla Aisling McGrath. Lydia Emily Moore. Kira Blue Morgan. Emily Kate O'Mahony. Kira Marie O'Sullivan. Connor Owen O'Sullivan in absentia. Sarah Maria Roach in absentia. Amy Ann Ryan. Emer Spillane. Shiva Fionva Walsh. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business and Culinary Arts please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Hospitality Management, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Vinnie Biconda, in absentia. Amy Denise Bottomer. Ryan Thomas Carroll. Aisling Martha Claffey. Zoe Danielle Cotter in absentia. Jacqueline Mary Cronin in absentia. Julie Eileen Crotty. Gemma Maria Dunn in absentia. Lorraine Noreen Foley. Cathal Christopher Hanley. Orla Marie Hurley. Adina Holly Lyons. David Michael Manning. Aideen Susan McCarthy. Gavin Thomas McCarthy. Frederick James Garrett McElroy. Rebecca Elizabeth McGrath. Brendan David Moran. William John Murphy in absentia. Amy Mary Nagel. Jennifer Marie O'Connor. Michelle Mary Pierce. Ronan Pascal Proctor. Cormac Ronan Rafferty in absentia. Niamh Margaret Mary Reid in absentia. Nicola Revel in absentia. Caitlin Mary Roach. Wendy Caroline Rohu. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Business in Hospitality Management please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the award of Higher Certificate in Arts in Hospitality Studies, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Roisin Askin. Chloe Brenda Barrett. Dylan William Black. Mark Anthony Broderick. Jason David Bunny. Perdita Michelle Burke. Aileen Mary Courtney in absentia. Adam Joseph Martin Davis in absentia. Damien Michael Foley in absentia. Katie Hawkins. Hazel Sinead Kiley. Eric Michael Manning in absentia. Noel Anthony McCarthy. Abby Louise Miller. Elizabeth Ann Mulcahy. Daniel Martin O'Driscoll. Bridget Grace O'Sullivan. Daniel James Sheehan in absentia. Would the graduates of the Award of Higher Certificate in Arts in Hospitality Studies please stand to receive their ovation? President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Department of Tourism and Hospitality and who are worthy of the Award of Higher Certificate in Arts and Culinary Studies, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. David Michael Barry. Mary A. Buckley. Stephen Thomas Byrne. Colette Mary Crawford. Martin Christopher Dolan. Alex Gerhardt Yandau. Joseph Patrick Doverman in absentia. Edgars Duca in absentia. Jennifer Ann Dunn. Sarka Fuller. Darius Gambutas. Aisha Robin Hatton. Kieran Francis Healy. Brian Anthony Hennessy. Amy Jennifer Horgan. Sarah Jane Lacey. Emma Louise Larkin. Daniel Leahy in absentia. Ryan Anthony MacDonald. Anthony Joseph McGee. Sarah Jane McIntyre. Pat Moynihan. Cornelius Anthony Murphy. Glenn Murphy. Carmel Maria Murray. Cleana Nora Murray. Kate Rose Lillian Murray. Connor Edward O'Brien. Colette O'Callaghan. David Colum O'Keefe. Sharon Ann O'Keefe. Michael David O'Mahony. Rachel Ann O'Neill. Sarah Jane O'Shea in absentia. Ken Patrick O'Sullivan. Laura Mary O'Sullivan. Rachel Maria Ryan. Emma Jane Philomena Santry in absentia. Noel Patrick Shannon in absentia. Young Wan Tan. Anne-Marie Thompson. Luciano Talome. Gerard Barry Toohey. Would the graduates of the Award of Higher Certificate in Arts and Culinary Studies please stand to receive their ovation.
I call upon Mr. Jim Walsh, Head of Department of Applied Social Studies, to present the candidates from his department. Awards will be made in respect of the following programmes in this department: Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Play Therapy, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Counselling and Psychotherapy, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care, Bachelor of Arts in Social Care.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Applied Social Studies and who are worthy of the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Play Therapy. And I would request you to present their parchments to them. Helen Patricia O'Brien, in absentia. May Nicole O'Connor. Nicola Patterson. Josephine Mary Smiddy. Would the graduates of the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Play Therapy please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Applied Social Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Counselling and Psychotherapy, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Karen Josephine Binchy, in absentia. Mary Patricia Brosnan. Teresa Conway. Gemma Donovan. Brian Duncan, in absentia. Jerry James Egan, in absentia. Finola Bernadette Finn. Maureen Christine Finucane. Michelle Fitzgerald. Marie Bernadette Hanley. Anne Harris. Karen Margaret Hennessy. Lisa Carney. Rachel Mary Larley. Veronica Lyons. Sarah Murphy. Terry Naughton. Philip James Anthony O'Brien. Emma Catherine Michelle O'Leary. Rosaline Patricia O'Leary. Anne-Marie O'Sullivan. Brenda Catherine Purcell. Mary Elizabeth Slattery. Carmel Toomey in Would the graduates of the award of the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Counselling and Psychotherapy please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Applied Social Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Sarah Armstrong. Louise Margaret Beecher. Ciara Louise Butler. Helena Mary Casey in absentia. Louise Margaret Casey. Gerard Clavin in absentia. Sarah Coakley. Megan Ray Condon. Aisling Mary Theresa Cronin. Jessica Ann Josephine Crowley in absentia. Rebecca Mairead Crowley. Samantha Lily Esther Crowley. Aoife Mary Cunningham. Maeve Murden Dineen. Rebecca Joyce Donaghy. Rachel Ann Draper. Aoife Jennifer Drohan. John Field. Kerry Fogarty in absentia. Catherine Alice Gallahue. Ava Mary Harper. Susan Marie Heelan. Emily Mary Hagerty. Amy Jennings. Shona Lorden Young in absentia. Niamh Alice Lynch. Niamh Madden. Kevin Patrick Murphy. Leah Jess Murphy. Nicola Murphy. Tanya Magella Murphy. Cora Michelle Murray. Trelach O'Callaghan. Mary Sarah O'Connell in absentia. Michelle Mary O'Connor. Aisling Louise O'Gorman in absentia. Aisling Catherine Mary O'Leary. Lisa Marie O'Riordan. Sinead Patricia O'Shaughnessy in absentia. Lauren Michelle O'Shea. Mary O'Shea. John Finbar O'Sullivan in absentia. Karen Eileen O'Sullivan. Kathleen O'Sullivan in absentia. Mojasola Walazanu Ojabose in absentia. Breed Teresa Prendeville. Julie Travers Sheehan in absentia. Owen Joseph Sheehy. Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Social Care please stand to receive their ovation. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Department of Applied Social Studies and who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts in Social Care, and I would request you to present their parchment to them. Aisatu Barry. Rebecca Mary Baxter. Ciara Ann Carroll. Jessica Ellen Carroll. Eugene Brian Clark. Amanda Ciara Coyne. Niamh Cronin. Yvonne Crowley. Emer Marita Cummins. Tara Rose Daly. Glenn Kieran Dempsey. Laura Dennehy. Cara Amy Dillon. George Robert Donegan. Lauren Patricia Dunford. Jesse Paul Finn. Can't beat a bit of popularity. Louise Ann Fleming. Fletcher Roland Andrew Finn. Emma Elizabeth Goldspring. Christine Margaret Goonan. Christina Pauline Hartnett. Ciara Breed Harrington. Niamh Harrington. Zoe Jones. Mary Susan Carney. Michael Carney. Annette Mary Teresa Kelleher. Megan Noreen Lane. Lisa Maria Lyons. Conor Martin McCarthy in absentia. Rachel Teresa McCarthy. Niamh Paula McGrath Kearns. Ciara Meir. Maria Patricia Murphy. Peter Michael Nelligan. Jacqueline Elizabeth Tead Ní Ógurtig. Chloe O'Brien. Kelly Jacqueline O'Brien. Karen Mary O'Callaghan. Jamie Louise O'Carroll. Susan O'Donoghue. Pádraig Jeremiah O'Donovan in absentia. Joan Marie O'Leary. Sarah Patricia O'Leary. Megan Simone O'Mahony. Katie Marie O'Reilly. Stephen Patrick O'Riordan in absentia. Ciara Angela O'Shea in absentia. Inez O'Sullivan. Gabriela Olszewska. Grace Osukala. Katie Jane Roberts. Eve Claire Ryan. Rebecca Josephine Ryan. Alan James Sherlock in absentia. Emer Sisk. Catherine Sarah Stoyle. Yvonne Christina Sweeney. Kieran Joseph Toomey. Fiona Marie Walsh. Linda Nora Walsh. Would the graduates of the Award of Bachelor of Arts in Social Care please stand to receive their ovation.
This concludes this part of the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of our Institute. I now call on the President of the Institute, Dr. Brendan Murphy, to address you.
And I'm not sure how far I'll get with a rowdy crowd like social care. Members of the governing body, distinguished guests, Institute staff, and of course new graduates, together with your families and friends, you're most welcome here this afternoon on this auspicious occasion. CIT has much to celebrate this year, starting with you, of course, our new graduates. And may I formally, on behalf of the Institute, congratulate each of you You have, through study and application, reached a significant milestone in your own life. The qualification you've gained today is the result of your own ability, commitment, and hard work. And your success is also due to the dedication and endeavour of your lecturers and the support of your families and friends. The mission of CIT is threefold: stretching across teaching and learning, research and innovation, and engagement with enterprise and society. And if I might this afternoon instance some recent examples of where CIT is delivering on its mission. In terms of teaching and learning, we now offer some 32 taught masters and a full range of research degrees in all our faculties, as well as structured PhD programs. And overall, there's about 200 PhD students in the pipeline. At undergraduate level, we now offer every student an opportunity to progress to level 8 honours degree. And the quality of our education provision has been validated and commended by rigorous external, institutional and programmatic reviews. Turning towards research, last year has seen continued excellence in our research activities here in CIT, even though funding times are difficult. And I think that's through the commitment, enthusiasm and expertise of our academic, research and support staff across all our schools and colleges. The Institute's expenditure on research and innovation was approximately 17 million in the last academic year, and we have about 200 research postgraduates and about 100 contract researchers. So there's a significant scale of activity going on in research, and this is also matched by corresponding levels of innovation and commercialisation of that research. CIT is delivering well above the national average in terms of the state's return on investment and is ranked second in the Irish higher education sector for the number of collaborative research and consultancy agreements we have with industry. We also have direct involvement in many of the world-class research facilities here in Ireland, those funded particularly through Science Foundation Ireland. Turning then to innovation. In the context of innovation, CIT has had huge success this year in the translation of undergraduate student projects such as yours into the business and enterprise space. In fact, CIT students took all the main prizes at this year's Enterprise Ireland Student Entrepreneurship Awards, with the overall Student Entrepreneur of the Year going to a mechanical engineering student, Vincent Ford. Our Student Inc. programme, offered in collaboration with CIT's Industry Liaison Office and the Hinks Centre for Entrepreneurship Excellence, as well as the Rubicon Innovation Centre, was the first of its kind here in Ireland, and is a real focal point for interdisciplinary student innovation. Turning then to our engagement with enterprise and society, and in that you will see how we bring the other elements of our mission together through the work of the CIT Extended Campus in areas such as recognition of prior learning and work-based learning, upskilling and continued professional development for those in work, and Springboard and ICT skills initiatives for those seeking work. You'll also find in our highly successful Rubicon Incubation Centre here on campus, it's at the moment home to over 50 startup companies, employing over 250 people. Among them, you'll find recent CIT graduates who've taken the entrepreneurship route as their next step. And indeed, over the last decade, CIT's track record of over 250 startups, employing well over 2,500 people, and with an annual turnover of 100 million euros per annum plus, you'll find that is second to none. Our engagement with schools and society is comprehensive, be it in terms of access and disadvantaged programs, CIT advocacy workshops with the Cope Foundation, or the promotion of science in the Blackrock Castle Observatory, which had more than 110,000 visitors last year. You'll also find we have an engagement in the visual arts in the Wansford Quay Gallery, which is part of the CIT Crawford College of Art and Design. And you'll also find that engagement both in music and drama in the CIT Cork School of Music. And as if that wasn't enough, CIT is also the National Centre for Maritime Education and Training at the National Maritime College of Ireland, both for the Irish Navy and Merchant Marine officers. You will see CIT students and graduates present in sport at national and county level, be it in GAA, rugby, hockey and in sailing. And it was with great pride that we saw our student Gary O'Donovan, and indeed his brother Paul, win Olympic silver medals in rowing. And we look forward to welcoming Gary back to CIT in this academic year to undertake his Masters. Indeed, in November, the CIT sailing team will represent Ireland at the Student Yachting World Championships, and we wish them fair sailing. But our engagement is also to be seen and witnessed by those of you who have volunteered to help communities in Asia, Africa, and South America, as well as indeed here at home. You will find CIT continues to be an international partner of choice for many overseas universities and colleges. And what do international partners see in CIT? They see an enterprise-engaged institution developing professionally work-ready graduates from bachelor's to PhD level, driving the development of startup companies through exploring and exploiting research, and contributing in a fundamental way to the development of this region. Indeed, in the last academic year, we've developed a special partnership with Vietnam, supported by the Irish government, and we were delighted to host Vietnamese students who participated in the student entrepreneurship activities at the Rubicon Centre during the summer here in Cork. These activities demonstrate CIT's commitment to cultural diversity through increased internationalisation. And you'll also find that internationalisation and global reach in the National Maritime College with its many international students. But you'll also find that we have completed projects through the National Maritime College in Angola and in the Canary Islands, to name but just 2 spots in the last year. And new projects will start in Singapore and Croatia in early 2017. So you can see you've graduated from an international institution as well. An essential part of our mission is to provide career-focused education. And we've worked hard to provide you, our graduates, with the best quality education possible to pave the way for your future professional and personal success. And a measure of our graduates' success in career development is seen in the results of what we call our First Destinations Survey. So our First Destination Survey looks at our 2015 graduates 6 months after they've graduated from us. And that showed that 91% of our graduates were either in paid employment or further study. And the survey also highlighted the contribution CIT graduates are making to the local economy, with 74% of those graduates in paid employment working here in Cork City and County. CIT continues to work hard for you, our graduates, and for the region. CIT as an institution, and in particular our staff cohort, has willingly responded by significantly increasing the number of full-time higher education students in spite of major funding cuts and other restrictions. Over the 7 years from 2008 to 2015, that's in the depth of the recession, CIT has taken in over 25% more students without any reduction in the quality of education provided to our students. But it's clear that this continued expansion cannot continue indefinitely. And while I firmly believe in the transformative impact of higher education, it can literally change lives. And as a small island with an open economy, it is essential that we have highly skilled and highly educated population to underpin continued economic development and success. As a nation, we should continue to strive for increased educational attainment amongst all groups in our society and in the population as a whole. But this is only possible with a purposeful educational policy and appropriate funding. The current situation cannot continue. Our higher education institutions are under enormous pressure just to keep the lights on against a backdrop of reduced funding and a decade of no capital investment. But that being the case, we continue to look to our future just the same way as you do. And in order to give the achievement of you, our graduates, and the staff the recognition they deserve, we've been pursuing designation as a new type of higher education institution, equal in status to a traditional university, with a distinctive mission and focus, a technological university. In 2015, the Minister for Education and Skills informed us that the International Review Panel had found our detailed proposal to create in partnership with IT Tralee the Munster Technological University both credible and realisable. And a direct quote from the report says it all. In our experience of universities internationally, this proposed technological university would sit comfortably in their company. With this endorsement, we must now press on to the final stage of technological university designation. And we've received 2 other international endorsements of the quality and capability of CIT. CIT was awarded the title of Institute of Technology of the Year for 2016 by the Sunday Times. And we've also been benchmarking ourselves against international higher education institutions via the EU multi-rank system, which is sponsored by the European Commission. The EU multi-rank has ranked CIT in the top 10% of European higher education institutions, with a rating of excellence in the broad categories across teaching and learning, research, knowledge transfer, and international orientation, placing it at the forefront of Irish higher education institutions. And as the Munster Technological University, we will enhance our service to you, our students, to our graduates, and to enterprise in the community in providing the best in education, research, and engagement for Munster and indeed for Ireland. Finally, always a good sign, he might be getting to the end. I would again like to congratulate you, our graduates, on your achievements and on the award of your degrees here today. You and your families deserve our congratulations, and we wish you well in your future careers. You will have noticed you were conferred under an act of the Oireachtas, and under that same act, you formally became a member of the Institute. And what I'd urge you to do is to join our Alumni Association, and so keep in touch with friends and staff members no matter where in the world your career takes you. The CIT Alumni Association will be in contact with you in the spring of 2017 regarding the first destination survey. We want to find out what you've done, what you're doing. And this information is of enormous benefit to our existing students, to your fellow graduates, and of course forms part of our future strategic planning. And I would ask you to participate in the survey. And the good news is the longest survey took about 90 seconds to complete, much shorter than my speech. Today, we share in your success. Tomorrow, we hope to share in your future, a future where we will continue to help you achieve your potential. Well done, we're proud of you, and thank you all for coming today.
Thank you, President. I'll be shorter than the President's speech, I promise. Members of governing body, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and visitors joining us via the World Wide Web. On behalf of my colleagues in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, and on my own behalf, I'm delighted to be associated with the President's congratulations and good wishes to you, our graduates. Our Faculty of Business and Humanities contributes close to 5,514 students, or 52% of the total student population here in CIT, and currently delivers 95 programs, full and part-time, across a wide range of disciplines, ranging from business, tourism and hospitality, recreation and leisure, counselling and psychotherapy, human resources, social care, agriculture, business, art and music, and the list goes on. We congratulate our School of Humanities on the success of several research projects, including Project Spree, which is an integrated school-based intervention to improve nutrition and increase physical activity in primary school children. The school has also increased its research numbers at Masters and PhD level through Enterprise Ireland Innovation Vouchers, industry collaborations and scholarships. This afternoon we have a cohort graduating for the first time in the postgraduate diploma in arts and play therapy. I congratulate the inaugural students and the staff who supported them in their studies. Our strong offering, research activity and industry engagement position us well to take a leading role in the establishment of the Munster Technological University. Also, the increase in tourist figures and consumer spending ensures you have a bright future in Ireland, with an expected growth of 40,000 jobs in the tourism and hospitality sector by 2026. And also there are good opportunities available in social care, counselling, psychotherapy and play therapy. I would like to thank our own faculty team, academic, technical and administrative, who've helped you on your journey to graduation. And a special thanks to Dr. Margaret Lennon, Head of School of Humanities, and Dr. Noel Murray, Head of the Department of Tourism and Hospitality. and Jim Walsh, Head of the Department of Applied Social Studies. I take this opportunity also to pay tribute to some of our colleagues who retired in the past year, namely Adrian Gregan, former Head of Tourism and Hospitality, and I think he might be looking in from China. So hi, Adrian. Also to Gus Murray, who's here with us. From the Department of Social Studies, and thank both of them for their contribution and wish them a happy and a healthy retirement. But today is about you, our new graduates. We're delighted to celebrate the success story that is each one of you. We acknowledge your achievements along with the contribution of many others, especially your lecturers, families, loved ones and friends. And graduates, may I ask you to acknowledge all those who've helped you in so many valuable ways by applauding them now. We hope you look back with pride on your time with us here in CIT and continue your learning pathway and consider some of our postgraduate professional and CPD programs in the future. And also, as the President said, to maintain your link with CIT through staff, social media and the Alumni Office. Before concluding, I would like to thank the Conferring organising team who have ensured this ceremony ran so smoothly and effectively, and also mention CIT Open Days, which take place on Friday the 18th of November here in Bishopstown and in the Crawford College of Art and Design, and also on Saturday the 19th of November in the CIT Cork School of Music and the CIT Crawford College of Art and Design. And I would encourage you to encourage prospective students to attend those events. Finally, as this is a day of celebration, enjoy the day with your family and friends and loved ones. And as many of you will be attending the graduation ball, and a lot of people rowdy in this corner, I think you'll have a great night of celebration, so enjoy yourselves. I invite you all to some light refreshments in the West Atrium at the conclusion of the ceremony. Graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of our institute. My best wishes and my thanks to you all.
Please rise while the academic procession leaves the auditorium. No, I think we'll